All right, here's why you still haven't built a following online. It's because you don't do cool stuff like that. You see how cool that was? Just walking outside the... In all seriousness, I've been doing this for 9 years, and I have seen many content creators try to get to 10,000 subscribers, 100,000, and they give up because they aren't able to grow their channels. And this is reflected in some sad statistics. Only 5.7% of YouTube creators ever get to 10,000 subscribers. And this is because they're all focusing on the wrong parts of video creation. Just to sort of set some context here, I'm not teaching you how to get 1 million subscribers and become a super famous creator, because I myself am not that, or have not done that. What I have done is built a YouTube channel to over 300,000 subscribers and built this channel to 13,000 subscribers and growing pretty fast. I've been doing this, as I said, for 9 years, full time, and that's what I can teach you how to do. In this video, we're going to be going over the key mistake that prevents channels from getting to 10,000 subscribers, a critical skill that you need to learn to build an audience that actually sticks around, and the secret that ties all of this together and will allow you to go full-time in 2025. The mistake, the reason why content creators, aspiring content creators, cannot get to 10,000 subscribers is because they're seeing YouTube in a completely the wrong way. So I want you to imagine that YouTube is like a primitive landscape, and viewers are like nomadic wanderers trying to find a place to settle in. And the content creators are tribe leaders, and they have a village that they are trying to invite nomads to come and stay in. And the nomads are also trying to find a village to stay in. The way that the tribe leaders do this is that on the gates of their village, they have a massive TV screen with their YouTube videos playing. This is where a ton of aspiring creators make a mistake, because they don't see YouTube like this, and instead they see views, they see click-through rate and watch time and engagement, and that forces them to focus on skills and learning skills such as pro video editing, how to set up an amazing shot, how to write a really hooky script and engage people. These things are all useful, but the problem is if they just focus on them, what it looks like is on their TV screen, on their village, their tribe, they're sort of going, hey, look at me, don't look at that one, look at this one. And if you were a nomadic wanderer and you saw that screen, you'd be like, I don't know about the vibe, man. I'm gonna turn right. They turn right, they go down a path, and instead they see a village, similar looking village, similar looking big TV screen, but the tribe leader, the creator, they have this kind of vibe. I don't know, they're kind of looking at this guy, this girl, and they're like, you know what? That looks like a good village to stay in. I want to stay in that village. I connect with this person. I feel like I could have a beer with them. This is going to be fun. I might learn something. This is going to be great. I want to join this village. This is what a ton of aspiring creators do not see. Let's reveal the mistake. Don't focus on views. Focus on tribes. Focus on building your tribe. Focus on seeing viewers as nomads that are coming into your tribe. This is going to give you a human touch, a human element that most likely you're missing if you're just focusing on views. What is then the key skill that the tribe leaders have? Self-awareness. Now, self-awareness is super important in life, of course, but more specifically, it's very important on YouTube. Self-awareness not only allows the tribe leaders to know their strengths and know their weaknesses, it also allows them to be aware of the other tribe leaders around them, the other villages that these nomads are likely going to end up staying in. So, this comes down to positioning. Now, if my analogy slightly depressed you because you thought, well, they're never going to choose my village because, this other creator over there who's, I don't know, a jacked millionaire who's super charismatic or something, they're just going to stay in his village instead. It's not quite as simple as that. This is because it all depends on how you position yourself. So to illustrate this point, let me give you a couple of examples. Let's say you were a 19-year-old who read a couple of productivity books and was really excited to share his productivity knowledge with YouTube and with the world. He decided, I want to be a productivity YouTuber. Cool, that's great. So he makes lots of videos that are like, here's 5 tips to be more productive. The problem is, he's not self-aware. And the nomads who come to his village and see his big TV screen think, I mean, yeah, he seems likable and stuff, but what has he actually done? They're going to be brutally honest and think, what has he actually achieved with this productivity knowledge? And actually, there's a village over there with this 35-year-old jacked millionaire guy, and he's built a big business using all of his productivity knowledge, so I'm just going to learn from him instead. He's actually an expert. Sad times for our 19-year-old. Instead, if he was self-aware, he would know this was the case, and he would position himself differently. And he would say, hey, I'm a 19-year-old guy. I'm on my way to make a business or whatever he wants to do. In the next 3 years, I want to make this much money. I want to make this business. And I'm documenting my journey. And I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of what I'm doing. And along the way, you're going to learn a bunch of productivity tips, because that's the thing I'm really passionate about, to structure my day to get me there. Then the nomads are going to be like, man, I want to join this guy's village right now. This is sick. He's using the fact that he doesn't actually have expertise or experience to back himself up to fuel his channel. Another example. Let's take a 45-year-old dude. He's been a personal trainer for like 20 years, and he's decided he wants to share himself on YouTube. So he makes a fitness channel. The problem is there's loads of other fitness influencers out there, right? There's thousands, and some of them will probably have their own video teams pumping out tons of content that's more effective, more efficient than his. How is he going to compete? It's so saturated. Instead, he's like, right, I love fishing. He becomes self-aware and he thinks, I love fishing. What I'm going to do is make a channel called The Fit Fisherman. And I'm going to do, I don't know, outdoor workouts, or I'm going to bring my bench press out or something to where I fish, and there's going to be my fishing tackle and stuff set up beside me, and I'm going to teach how to work out for guys who are in their 50s who kind of have dad bods and they're like, I want to get in shape. And because he's self-aware, he knows that there are so many dads out there who also love fishing and are going to come across his village in our analogy and be like, this guy's awesome. I could sit down and have a beer with him and talk with him for hours. So he's positioned himself in a completely different way using his self-awareness. So how can you actually gain self-awareness? What is the secret that ties all of this together? There are 2 ways that you can become more self-aware. Self-aware of yourself, and then aware of the context within which you are existing. So you can become more self-aware by doing exercises such as journaling why you want to start your YouTube channel. It's a great time to do this now and be like, okay, who do I want to help? Do I want to help anyone? Do I want to entertain? Why do I want to do this? And when you start answering those questions, you can figure out your values. You can also figure out your interests and make a Venn diagram with your interests in the middle and be like, how can we overlap our interests like the fit fisherman? The other way you can become more self-aware is by talking to camera and actually not sharing your videos with anyone. So just making video journals and also practicing presenting, because this will enable you to see yourself literally as if you were watching a YouTube channel, watching your own videos back and being like, okay, how do I come across? What kind of person am I? Whilst doing this, you're also getting better at presenting, which is a key skill obviously in YouTube. And it's one of the best habits that you can possibly do, in my opinion. That's why I've created a 30-day challenge around that. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. Finally, context. Okay, how can you become more aware of the context in which you exist? And our context, is social media. So it's in this example, YouTube, but it could be whatever. You would research the channels around you. You can go down a bit of a rabbit hole here where you get super overwhelmed because you realize there's thousands of channels kind of doing what you want. So instead of just going down a rabbit hole, I would recommend and give you a tip to just set yourself a timer and don't just get lost browsing YouTube in this endless phase of sort of research, but actually you're just dopamine hitting yourself with a load of content. Instead, set a timer and be like, right, 30-minute session, research channels. Don't watch too many of the videos, more look at thumbnails and titles and just look at bits of videos. And that's going to compartmentalize it so you don't just get lost. Okay, that's a really important tip. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything. That is our map of how you can finally become a full-time content creator in 2025. I hope this video served you. The problem that you might run up against now is if you haven't learned to talk to camera well, you'll find that it's a massive bottleneck. So I've made a video that you can watch next that will show you how to talk not only with comfort on camera, but with confidence and to become engaging. And that's going to help you be the best tribe leader you can to have people really connect with you on a human level. So go ahead and watch that video next. I'll see you there.